Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy. In the very first play of the game, first down and big yards.
Fires it to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, North Carolina. Setting the tone early, Kirk. How about the execution, opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Back to throw. It's Ware. He's going to take off here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Fighting him off. Moves the ball out across the 30. It's good for a first down.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. Tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The short completion of the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Ending off on the draw play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
To the air. It's Ware. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The Noles will line up on 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. Awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved in run support to make the tackle. Great play.
Becoming a long mark. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, and it's third and long now. To throw, it's Ware. Fires it to the wideout. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab made by the tight end. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42.
Boy, the tight end here just gets lost in coverage. Quarterback does a good job of kind of working through his progressions. He sees that tight end. His eyes light up. Makes a great throw and a big gain for this offense.
And the Tar Heels begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Tries to get it to the running back. Looking right. This one caught. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Ouch, that is an obvious call. You cannot make contact with the quarterback after the throw. And the Tar Heels pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. He's got it near the end zone. Defense makes the saving tackle at the 3.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Single back takes the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. That is a big play. Finally brought down to the 44. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side. Able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to throw. It's Ware. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got his man in the open field. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Knowles. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. Back out there on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Snags the quick throw. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So, second down after the incompletion. And they'll run it with the draw play. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't make the connection. That run is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll try the option play here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks right for a quick completion. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. Hold on, there is a flag. If it's on the defense, it would still be 4th down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Tar Heels hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. The pocket breaking down. Dump off caught by the running back. Touchdown, UNC. This offense cannot be stopped. Well, they had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
You knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Being on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Looking downfield. It's Ware. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. Will hand it off. He shreds the tackle. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
It's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. Gets out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Oh, almost intercepted. Big guy would love to have that one back. Couldn't quite hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And he dumps it off to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
On the run, it's Proctor. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty brings up 3rd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator. Go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. A tough strategy here. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, and it's dropped. Nearly intercepted by an excellent defender. Don't see that very often.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Eighth play of the drive coming up. What a long way to go on 3rd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to his target. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. But they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kurt, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed, and a blitz like this, you can just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Tar Heels. With a takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Minnesot's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Set to kick this one off. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job. The running back's vision and instincts and speed. And the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Dropping back, it's Ware. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Back out onto the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a big gain.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass is caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The completion sets up a second down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the Tar Heels moving quickly down the field here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick-6. They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls in the catch. And that'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Play action here on first down. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Little first down trickery doesn't work that time. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. And the defense come up with a stop this time. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First and 10 now for the offense. Dropping back. It's Ware. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 11. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They go back onto the attack, but now behind on the scoreboard. Can they answer right away? Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So from the 16-yard line, it's now second and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. And the Tar Heels come up to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 39, North Carolina, 28.
And the Tar Heels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Handoff heading left. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
The PAT doesn't do much good, so they'll set up for the two-point conversion, trying to cut the lead to a field goal here in the late going. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. He will get into the end zone again. Follows up a touchdown with a successful two-point try. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. He's stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all of that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Looking to score with a run to the right. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
I don't mind the call they're running the football to try to get that into the end zone. They come up short, and now we got a critical moment here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and goal. A touchdown gives you the lead. Field goal really doesn't help you. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. The game now tied here in the final quarter.
And I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Ware. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Handoff to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the the same runner's got it again.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. To throw, it's Ware. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
Got it.
First down and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Second down play coming up. Give it to the back again. Touchdown, Seminoles. They jump in front here in the fourth.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
BHC is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Is back out there on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And looking to throw now on first down. Makes a quick grab. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Play action fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Looking for the wideout. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back, but I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
And now the critical extra point attempt. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. First down here for this offense. Looking downfield. It's Ware. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete as time runs out of regulation. We are headed to overtime. So 1st and 10, our first play of overtime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
So the offense will set up 1st and goal here in this first overtime. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone to take the lead here in OT. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line, he decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
And the point after is good. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Back in motion now. Extending the play now. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
It's an option look. That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
You know, it's not always the flashy play. It's not always you have to throw for a big touchdown or make a huge run as a quarterback. Sometimes it's just being efficient. Take what the defense gives you, move the sticks, keep the drive alive. That's the energy, that's the momentum you really want to play with as a quarterback.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So a challenging 3rd down play. They need a first down or a touchdown to keep this game going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So it all comes down to this 4th down and short. If they don't get it, it's game over. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
And now for the crucial extra point to tie this up and force a second overtime. And he knocks through the PAT. So we're still tied now heading into the first play of double overtime. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll run the option. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Now the defense will spend a timeout. No room for mental errors on that side here in overtime. Here's the second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags a quick throw. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another big completion for this quarterback. You talk about a career day. This guy's now over 450 yards in this game alone.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the end zone, but not complete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. And the Tar Heels will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Trying for a 4th down completion. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So here we go. This defense needing to come up with something special here. Make a play and keep hope alive in this game. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
What a great job by this entire unit. The coaches, the players, everybody keeping their composure as this game goes into overtime. They didn't panic. They did what they needed to do, and they come out of this game with a win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.